Hi everybody, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. Still waiting on getting the forge back up and running. So I think what I'm going to do until then is do a lot of little, maybe some woodworking project videos and some fixing stuff, small projects, making a couple tools that I want to get made. And then keep doing stuff like this. I'm building up some plans and ideas of stuff I want to do once I get the forge back up and running and going good. So what we got today is this knife. It's a Schrade Old Timer Mountain Lion, or yeah, Mountain Lion hunting knife. It's a Schrade USA 160 OT. Get that to focus. See, the blade's really rusted. Got some a little bit of nastiness going on the brass right there. This thing's still sharp, wicked sharp. So I don't know how much I'll have to sharpen it afterwards, but I want to get this rust out. This was a friend of mine's brother. She was going through his stuff and found this. It's been in the sheath for quite some time now, and just rusted, and it doesn't seem to be too much more than just surface rust. I don't see too much pitting or anything like that, so that's good. So hopefully what I'm going to try is we're going to put this in this mason jar here and fill up the mason jar with some distilled white vinegar. Get a bad glare there. There we go. Some distilled white vinegar, and see how that goes on cleaning up. I've heard from a couple people and some people that I really trust who've been doing this a lot longer than me that soaking this knife in this for 5 minutes, taking it out, washing it off, putting it back in for another 5 minutes should take every bit of rust off of it and shouldn't even need any sanding or anything like that. So we're going to give it a try now. Oh, and the blade is 1095 carbon steel, if anybody wants to know. Awesome knife. Here's the blade. In the mason jar, and then we're going to fill it up right up. We're going to try to get it as close up to this brass as possible. We want to get this area right here between the blade and the handle. It's called a ricasso. We want to get that because that's a lot of rust in there. So we're going to see how it goes. Alright, let's let that sit for 5 minutes and see what happens. This has been soaking for 5 minutes now. I'm going to take it out, wipe it dry with this rag. Got a white rag so we can see how much rust we're getting off. Dip it in the water, or dip the rag in water, and see how much we get off. And then I also got an old toothbrush to see with a little bit more aggressiveness what we can get off. So if we look at it now, you can still see the tarnish on there. You can still see the rust and oxidation. So let's see what we can wipe off. I got a lot off. So it's taken a lot of the rust off. There's still it's not a very clean surface on there. Let's see. Brass is looking pretty good. That cleaned up pretty good. Let's take that, give it a good wipe. I know I'm putting water back on a knife I'm trying to get unrusty, but we're going to oil it after we get this looking how we want it to. So I'm trying the toothbrush to see if we can get down here between the ricasso and yeah, it's looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see in the bristles of that, some of it's coming off. So it's starting to get some shine back to it. So I'm going to put it in for another 5 minutes. Let it set for another 5 minutes. And I think I'm going to try, I got some medium aggressive Scotch Brite, I think. I have a little piece of it left. We're going to take it after we let it soak for another 5 minutes and try some of that Scotch Brite. And see if that kind of takes care of the last of the real bad. Getting the rest of that oxidation off. Go back in for another 5 minutes. Alright, so there was another 5 minutes on there. I couldn't find my Scotch Brite that I had. My shop is a mess right now, so it's no surprise. What I did find was some 1,000, 1,200, and 1,500 real fine grit sandpaper. I think this should be pretty good for getting a surface finish and getting the last of that off. So first we'll take it out of the vinegar. Again, out of the vinegar. And then give it a good wipe down again. Yeah, it's looking like the stuff more, everything is coming off. It's the stuff more towards the tip that's really hanging on quite a bit. So, let's try. That should seem to help, but we're going to try, we'll start off with 1,000. Grit sandpaper, just a real small piece. Get it nice and wet, this is wet dry. So then we're going to take, just go nice. Oh man, yeah, that's not looking too bad. So there's some 1,000 grit. You can see there's a lot of vertical lines running in it. And those look like grind lines from when it was made. So this might not have had the best surface finish when it was original anyways, but then, so there we go. There's side finish with 1,000 grit sandpaper. I'm going to go up to 1,500. There's without, and 2 picklings, they call it. So, let's go then over to the other side. That is looking pretty good. So that's helping a lot. So I'm going to keep going with the 1000 grit. Then go up to 1500 and see how we get it looking when it's done. I'll be back. Alright, so we're done with 1000 grit. I'm going to keep going up to 1500. I honestly could almost stop there. If I wanted to, though, I could go back down to like 350 and get this. There is some pitting. I'm getting most of it out. Kind of going to go through just this way, get it up to 1500, see how this person likes it. If they're like, if they say, I'd really like to have it, real high gloss, not so much a satin kind of finish, I'll bring it back and I'll start back off at 350 or 320 and work back up to 1500. But, I mean, it's looking a heck of a lot better than it did. I went through, hit the brass with 1000 grit, clean that up really good, and then hit all the tang of the knife. Got the gook off there. I'll probably leave I might go up to 1200 with the brass and leave the tang at 1000 and see what happens. Some more hand sanding. Alright, so there's 1200 grit. It's looking good. Really liking the way this is coming out. It's not perfect, but it's looking a lot better than when I got it. We'll go up to 15, finish it off, and then see how it goes. Alright, so that's after 1500 grit. It's looking really good. I think I'm going to call it here for the hand sanding. I'm going to get some oil to put on it here in a minute, wipe it on real good, and then check the sharpness on it. You can see there's still some spots right up there above my finger that I just couldn't get out with the low grit or with the high grits. So I'm going to see what the person thinks of it, and if they want that out too, we'll take it out. We'll go back down the grits, or go down and go back up the grits. Same thing on this tip here. Alright, so a little bit of change in plans. I think I'm going to do the sharpness, check the sharpness of it before I oil it. But again, there's the finished product. I'm really bad at this. Yeah, I think I might have dulled it up a bit. I don't know, it feels really sharp. But we'll just run it through this a little bit. It's a little hand knife sharpener. It's not great, but it'll do the trick. Took a bunch of hair off, so yeah, we're getting her sharp now. There we go. Hey! Ah, that was a bad one. So yep, she's sharp. Looking good. So I give it a little bit of oil to protect it and keep it from rusting like that really bad again. I mean, it's high carbon steel, so it's gonna rust. That's all there is to it. But you can do as much as you can to try to stop it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a little bit of vegetable oil here, and I use vegetable oil so it's food safe. So if you want to cut yourself, out camping, you want to cut yourself some veggies or some cheese off, or a little bit of beef jerky or something, it's safe for it. It's looking good. So now, going over the leather sheath with just a real slight dab of the vegetable oil also, just to kind of bring that reddish brown back to life. So, there she goes, all done. So overall, the vinegar worked really well for taking off the surface rust. It helped everything come off of there, but it really didn't, man, I keep getting this glare. Okay. Helped to get the surface clean, but it didn't do anything really for the finish, which, you know, I don't know how well this was finished off looking before it got rusted. It could have been pretty dirty and scratched up. So I'm be interested to find if I can find a knife that's just started to rust or hasn't been sitting with rust on it for a while, and try it in the vinegar and see if that really, like, as far I can just soak it in there, wipe it off, wipe it in oil, and it's like back to brand new. But other than that, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hoping soon to be back to forging. I'm coming up with other projects that I can do until then. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, share it on any kind of social media you can, and subscribe to the channel. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Bye.